time.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get to why you need to be farming Vanguard and one of the weapons specifically that you need to be going for this week. Now, before I get started on that, I got to just give a little bit of history and story that just happened to me. So I just got off the stream. Y'all saw me, guys. I said, hey, man, I got to go to Walgreens. I'm going to go out, and probably go to the gym, and then I'll be back in a little bit. And so I walked outside, man, and I left my tennis shoes outside because they had gotten real muddy last night because I was taking out some garbage. And somebody that turned the damn garbage can over into the dirt, so I had to go out there and pull it out. No, regardless, I left my tennis shoes outside, right? So I walked outside, and I knew I probably should have shook my shoes out, but I didn't. I just went in and just stuck my feet in it. Nothing happened. Everything was okay. I stuck my feet in it. And I just went on my business, man. Stuck my feet in it. Went and worked out, man. Came back. Was having a good time. Doing one of my normal... If you don't know this about Aztecross, especially if you're a content creator, you talk to yourself a bunch. I'm kind of like on my way back, man. Just kind of chit-chatting with myself, I pull up to my duplex. I'm coming inside. And I'm just about to step inside of our place. And then all of a sudden... there's this fucking dinosaur on my doorstep. It's this damn fucking spider out of some damn Australian wildlife book. Now, this is not Australia. This is America. And we have big spiders, but, most of them are not where I live. And so to actually run up on this thing, and here's my thinking, is that fucker was living in my shoe last night. He got out for a second and took a piss. And he came back, and I done jacked his house, man. And so he was angry. He was right there on the fucking doorstep, just standing there. Like, bitch, take the shoes off, step the hell away. I slept good last night. Get on. And look, man, I didn't even know how to approach this. I was like, just step on it. But I was like, I can't just step on this thing. These are one of those spiders you just don't want to just risk it because you don't know if you're going to stick your foot down there and it's gone, done for, amputated immediately. This fucking thing looked like it could do it with one bite. So I did what any rational man would do at this point. I got in my car at first. I just went in and just got back in my car. I kind of sat there for a second and I was thinking about the approach of this attack, what I needed to do to fight this damn thing, because this is no normal beast. And I know I feel like you think that I'm blowing this out of proportion. Men, if you sat there and saw this fucking thing, this prehistoric whatever the fuck a spider's supposed to be, you would have known not to fuck with this thing. So I did what anyone would do. I sat in my car for a second. I had no weapons. I had nothing. If I had a gun, I would have point blank shot my door loose. I would have just did it. It would have been worth not dying and getting away with all my limbs. But I didn't have a weapon or a gun on me at any moment during this. I just looked around my car. I had a car seat and I had some lotion and fucking perfume, and that's it. That's my wife's perfume, and I don't think that could do the job. So there's an umbrella. I did have an umbrella. And I thought that maybe this umbrella could do the thing, but you don't want to stab at it. Again, the moment this fucker starts moving, he's quick, he's fast, man. He's real fast, and you don't want to get in a situation that he can get on top of you. The moment he gets on top of you, that's it. You're done for. It's like MMA. You're gone. There's no way you can break that. And so I unraveled the umbrella, in like a club formation, and guys, I killed it. I want to say I slayed the beast. But it was frightening all at the same time. I might have yelped it came out, it was supposed to have been a war cry, but it kind of came out like a yelp. But we killed that fucker. And, we don't have an umbrella anymore, but it's dead. It died. And so, let's talk about why you need to farm for Vanguard reputation this week. Yo, I'm still kind of a little spooked right now, man. But let's talk about these weapons, man. Let's talk about why I'm grinding out Vanguard strikes. Now, if you ever look at any of the Vanguard weapons, and this is something that is very common amongst many Vanguard weapons, is they all have great stats. All of them. All the Vanguard weapons have great stats. I've always looked at them and thought, wow, that's really good stats, man. I like those stats. Problem is, it's in an Az archetype. And so, when this happens, such as archetypes flipping, when weapons now become the new meta, such as Partheon Shot, which does have great stats, they're at 52 range and 62 stability, That's the weapon that I think is going to be at the top of the hill in terms of pulse rifles starting next week. I also think that there's a number of other Vanguard weapons, which is all the more reason for you to sit there and grind out Vanguard strikes, those SIVA Heroic Strike playlists. Again, is there anything enjoyable about grinding strikes over and over? Hell fucking no. So to make this a little bit easier on you, man, definitely want to rock Sunbreakers. I saw so many people jumping in the party chat saying that we should be rocking Gunslingers. Listen, man, you've got Solar Burn this week, but you also have Brawler. This is a beautiful recipe for sun charge Sunbreakers, man. You want to attach Melting Point on, you want to throw on Sun Charge, and you just want to charge the piss out of that boss. I can tell you, man, you're seeing footage right here where we're just killing bosses over and over again, and that's how those strikes go, man. We were essentially getting somewhere around 1 rank every hour to hour and a half. Now, I don't know if that's fast. I really don't know if that's fast or not. I mean, I'm not a PvE player, so I really don't know. What I will say is it felt fast. It felt like we were doing it pretty good, pretty consistently. Does it get kind of tiring, boring? Yes. But it's PvE, man. You can kind of go on autopilot, and if all of you are rocking, Sunbreakers, you can sit there and just keep chaining back and forth to each other. Now, I'm not saying rock Sun Charge the entire time. It'd probably be more beneficial to just rock hammers, just regular hammers, and actually just run through the hammers and then apply Sun Charge when you get to the boss. But I will say Sunbreakers overall is probably one of the best for this week, man. I was essentially able to just go through there and just one hit everyone with Sun Charge, and then of course it chains all the fiery damage to all the other targets, which does even more damage to them. And so it was really nice using that, and it made grinding Vanguard strikes, I don't know, a little funner, because I kind of like Sun Charging and the shit. Now, guys, farm out these strikes, man. And again, Parthenon Shot, I think it's going to be one of the best weapons in the game, man, starting next week. Now, here's the thing. Let me talk about the roles about Parthenon Shot. I think really across the board, you shouldn't be throwing away any Parthenon Shot that you get. Also, the vendor role Parthenon Shot is pretty decent as well. But I think across the board, if you're hunting for a god tier Parthenon Shot, brace frames is not a perk you need to be going for. The max size for Parthenon Shot right now is 27. Essentially, with brace frame, that's going to lower that to 15. And so walking around with the pulse rifle that only has 5 shots is not good, guys. So essentially, what I would go for, and this is what I would go for, guys, because it already has a lot of range on it. I would go for hand laid stock. I would also go for counterbalance, and then maybe something like feeding frenzy. You know what I mean? That's what ideally what I would go for. I really suggest looking for those roles, trying to go for those roles. Me, myself, I'm sorry. I know you like to watch PvP content. I'll probably do trials this weekend. That's about it. But for the most part, every time you ever come into my stream, I am farming. It is going to be continuously Vanguard farming. Another weapon I really want to point out that you definitely want to be kind of looking out for is really any auto rifle that has a high rate of fire, high impact archetype. Shadow Price, it would be really nice to get your hands on. I find also that outside of Shadow Price, Does Not Bow has actually some pretty good stats, man. It really does. The only problem, like I said, the only problem with all of those weapons is it's just always been in a terrible archetype. And also if you happen to be in Crucible, don't throw away any of your Grim Citizens. Now, Shadow Price would definitely be the ideal weapon to go for. I think Shadow Price is actually really, really good, man. It's got great range. It also has great stability. And so you really don't want to get rid of a good Shadow Price. Keep your hands on those. Try to see if you can land one. And I'm pretty sure you can get a Shadow Price even now. And I kind of want to kick myself in the ass because I think I got fucking rid of mine way back when. And I shouldn't have. And that's the thing about these situations, man. You never know if you're going to be sitting on fucking gold. You know what I mean? And that's when all of these weapon balances. Things change, things shift. And all of a sudden you realize you probably got rid of the best weapon in the game. But hell, man, that's why we have things roll around again, dude. We just got to farm it back out. Again, guys, thank you so much for the fellas that keep coming out to my streams, man, that are always there chit-chatting with me, man. God, it makes everything so damn wonderful. I absolutely love it, dude. And if I don't catch you in a stream or something like that, especially if you're trying to talk to me and I happen to be tied up with something, man, just just give me a second chance. Come by again. I can promise you. I normally always like to have, you know, a couple words with you and say hello and just kind of greet you, man, because you're taking time out of your day to come to my stream, and I always appreciate that. As always, fellas, thank you so much for coming and watching. Good luck with your farming this week. I'm going to be continuing to be farming all the way up until trials this weekend. So, guys, I'll catch y'all later.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.